Hey, it's Andrew Helmich here from Impact Images. I'm standing up here at the Haven at platform number 2. This is one of the platforms you actually have to book with a council if you want to use for your wedding ceremonies. It's reasonably new. I've done a few weddings here already. You can fit quite a few people here, but most of the people will be back off, or most of your guests will be back off the platform on this grass area. So you can still fit around 100 people. The problem with this area is when you get to that many people or that many guests, the people at the back tend to find it a little bit difficult to hear unless you've got a celebrant with a loud voice or with a good PA system. And the problem with when people can't hear what's going on, they tend to start chatting amongst themselves and you lose that nice wedding ceremony feel for your day. Now the other problem with this spot here is it can be very, very windy. So it's not too bad at the moment, it's pretty breezy. So what you have to maybe factor in is that wind. So looking at hairstyles, you might want to have something up or tighter rather than having an out hairstyle. The other thing you could do if you want to have your hair out and you're worried about it being windy is just be flexible with where you stand on the platform. So you might have one particular angle in mind, but you may have to be a little bit flexible with that and stand on a different side of what you may want to or expect to when you're planning. So if you have a talk to your wedding celebrant, they'll be able to guide and advise you on the day of the wedding. Most of the time, if you're going to be having an afternoon wedding here, most of the time the wind's going to be coming from the northeast or the south. Either wind is going to be pretty windy up here. You can't really get away from it. So as long as you're prepared for a windy day, it's a spectacular view right off the edge there. It's great for the guests, but like I said, as long as your celebrant has got a good PA system so everyone can hear what's going on, and you must make sure that you book this one with the Gosford Council. You can't just turn up and expect to have it free for your day. Now, you'll notice here I'm on a little bit of a hill here as well. It can be quite difficult for elderly people to get up here. If you have made that booking with the council, they can open a gate right down the back of the park here, and you'll actually be able to drive into here and drop grandma and grandpa off. You can hear a couple of dogs barking in the background there as well. Now the other thing with Terrigal Haven, there is an off-the-leash dog park just off to the left of me here. So look, normally if there's a wedding, people keep their dogs away, but again, you have to watch out. There can be dogs running around and carrying on here. Usually the council, if you've booked it as well, they'll come and do a clean up, make sure there's no dog poo in the area. They normally mow the lawns as well, and it's looking pretty tip top if you've got a wedding planned and booked. So a great spot worth considering. I think there's a better spot just down the road here, or just down the pathway. I'm going to go and have a look at that one next.